Okay, this is part 2, how to include the elastic in a pair of panties. I don't know what happened, but my phone or my computer died on me. So I gave it a few minutes to kind of recover, and I will try to continue this. Elastic. Need a little bit more elastic. Okay. Now then, what I was saying, at least this is what I hope I was saying, and I wish I could tell what you can see. Okay, now then, the elastic for the legs, I've already put one in. Let me show you, because I was waiting for my camera to kind of recharge a little bit. So I put this one in, and probably should not have used a contrasting thread like that, but I did that. Now you can see how that works. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's going to be under your clothes, hopefully. And so that needs to be trimmed just a little bit. Nothing's perfect, and sometimes you just have to kind of trim it just to get it to match. So there, that's better. So turn the panty inside out, because you're going to be working from the inside. And you want to start at the hip, not at the crotch. Lay this down here like this. Put that back. Okay, now then, take your elastic. Now, I recommend measuring your hip, your upper leg area, and getting it, you know, the right size and everything. And you might want to, because you are going to be stretching this, so it's going to be a little bit shorter than normal. Put it on a zigzag, and then stretch it slightly, not a lot. You don't want this to be so tight you can't wear it. Just stretch it a little bit. Find the foot pedal, and you don't need to backstitch it very much. And if you forget it, well, you've got another opportunity when you go back around. So you want to kind of, I'm on such a short tether on this. Anyway, this should come about 1/4 of an inch from the edge of the fabric. Stretch it slightly and go all the way around. This won't take but a couple of minutes. And depending on the size of your panty, I mean, if you're making panties for your little girl, cutting up her old sweatshirts that she's outgrown, or t-shirts rather, that she's outgrown, which I don't have any little girls. My granddaughter is 25, almost 26 years old, and all my grandchildren are adults. I don't have any little kids running around. None of my grandchildren say they want to get married. They all say they're not getting married, they're not having children, so I guess the way it looks, I'm never going to have any great grandchildren. So now then, we're all the way around, backstitch just a little bit, clip that. Here's my scissors. Okay, now that's what it looks like right now. We're going to fold this over one time. Over here at the hip, fold it over one time, and we're going to stitch along the edge here. And you can stitch up here and then trim all this off if you want to. But what I've discovered is when you do that, the elastic kind of starts coming out. So I've just been just leaving it. So just go around one more time just to kind of seal that in there. I was going to go to Walmart today and get some more decorative elastic for this pair of panties, but I did not get that opportunity. I had other things going on, and I just did not get the opportunity to go. So now, under normal circumstances, I would not have used a contrasting thread, but it helps you to see how that's done. See, there's the outside. If I get hold of it. There's the outside. I don't know what you can see. And then the next thing we're going to do is put on the elastic on the waistband. Now, the waistband is a little different. You want to divide it into fourths. So you put the side seams together. There's 1/2, and then you're going to find the center front and take a pin and mark the center front. Keep these together. Find the center back and take a pin. I don't have one of those pins that you know, erases when you iron it or whatever. I don't have those. I just use a regular ballpoint pen. This isn't going to be seen, so what you want to do is measure your waist and cut your, where'd it go? Oh, here it is. And cut your elastic. I'd rather have the decorative elastic, but like I said, I didn't get a chance to get to Walmart today. So I know about what my waist is, so I'll just kind of measure this out. So right about there. Okay. You're going to measure this out to your waist. Tuck it in a little bit. Now, elastic, when you sew it together, is sewn together flat like that, not like that. You don't want these raw edges sticking out. It's like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to sew it up here, across, down, across, and then we're going to put an X in the box. And then that will hold that. That will be secure. That will hold that. I'm going to take it off of zigzag and put it on straight stitch. And if I can get that to go in there. What's going on? Oh, the needle's down. Alright. Alright. Up here, turn, go across, go here, turn, go down, turn, go down. When you get to this last corner, you pivot it toward the opposite corner. You're going to make a box and put an X in the middle of it. Come down here to this corner, turn it, come back up to this corner up here, and then turn it and there we go. Now then, that's sewn on there. That thing is not coming off. And one thing I forgot to say is make sure your elastic is not twisted, which of course mine is. No, it's not. No, it's not. Okay. This is what it looks like. I haven't trimmed the threads off of it yet, but now then, your elastic, you're going to divide it like you did your panty, and you're going to stick a pin here. This is one side. This is the front. And that's another one. It doesn't have to be exact, you just have to have an idea of where it is so that you can. And so this is center back, center front, side seam, side seam. So center back, find your center back, and you're going to sew this on the wrong side. Center back to center back. If I can find it now. Did I fail to mark the center back? I think I did. I thought I did. But I don't find the mark. Okay, I forgot to mark the center back, I guess. I thought I did, but I don't see it. I don't see the center front either. Maybe I put it on the wrong side. There's center front. Okay. Now, make sure you get center back to center back. And where you joined that is center back. And you only need to put in like 4 pins. No, I'm wrong. I want to put this on the outside. Center back to center back. Yes. Okay. Give it about 1/4 of an inch and pin this on. So now this pin here is for the side, so you're going to pin the side there, and you're going to, this pin, you find your mark for center front. Now you want to give it about 1/4 of an inch, pin that on, and then your side seam is your last one. Pin that on, give it about 1/4 of an inch, pin that on, and you're going to sew along here, giving it about 1/4 of an inch seam allowance. And what you do here is you have to stretch this so that the elastic will fit from one quarter to the other. So that's how much that section has to stretch. And from here to here, that's how much that section's going to have to stretch. So, put it back on zigzag. Put it in here, and you're going to be stitching 1/4 of an inch from the top of the panty. And you grab hold of this and you pull it. You want that panty to be taut, but you don't want to stretch the panty, you want to stretch the elastic. And you want to hold that, and this can be a bit of a challenge, but it's not impossible. This is a strong elastic, and boy, it just doesn't want to cooperate with me at all. Okay, we got here to the first one. Take that pin out. We don't need that anymore. We're going to stretch it now to, this would be the center front, and we got to the center front. Take that pin out. We're moving on now to the next side. And I don't know, I think that's the left side that we're coming up on now. Okay, we're at the side. We're in the home stretch now. We're going to the center back. Stretch this out and sew that down so that's even. Take these two pins out. We don't need those anymore. We are at the back, the center back. So we backstitch that and kind of lock those stitches in. Take that off. Now then, the final step is to turn this elastic toward the back, and all we're going to do is just stitch this down here so it doesn't turn over on us, and just stitch it down one more time. Turn it this way and just stitch it down again so that it doesn't turn over on us. Okay. Stitch here. And the panty is done, except for maybe doing a little, might want to trim that off a little bit there. Other than that, the panty is done. And I don't know if you can see that or not. But there it is. Let's see, that's kind of folded under there a little bit. But there's the panty. And that used to be a shirt. Now it's a pair of panties. So I am sorry that this video is in 2 parts, but my camera died on me. And I hope that this is